Okay, you guys are live.
Well, welcome to another great Friday night. Happy Halloween. It is a spookily scary Tiger team on the field ready to take on the Estancia Bears tonight. We got about 12 minutes to go before game time starts here. It is senior night in the jungle. The Tigers taking on the Estancia Bears. A couple things happening in District 5 here in 2A. Let me say this is last night the Legacy Silverbacks take on the Santa Rosa Lions and beat them 6-0. So Santa Rosa, 2-game losing streak. Big time implications when it talks about the rankings. That potentially puts Legacy Academy at number 3, potentially puts Santa Rosa at 4, and potentially Raton at 4. After tonight's game, there's a big chance that we have a bye game going into the playoffs, or we stay at number 5 and we be playing the number 12 team in 2A. Right now, that's a big time. There's a lot of stuff going on. Right now, Texaco number 1, Eunice number 2, Santa Rosa 3, Legacy Academy 4, Raton 5. But let's not stop there. Estancia number 9 and Tucumcari number 10. So we have the entire district potentially vying for playoff spots in tonight's game. Think about that for just a second and the implications that is. Capitan being the lone team not on that list from our district. That is... wow is the right word to say there when you're looking at some of the rest of those schools and scores. Our Tigers, though, are up for the challenge. Right now, last week we had Colt Io number 3 in your program, number 1 on the defensive side of the ball in the fact of he tied a school record 18 tackles last week.
Wow.
That's huge. That's huge. When we look around the stats of our Tigers, they're outstanding. Last week, Luciano Castillo's number 0. He was all over the field, scored a touchdown in that Santa Rosa game to go up and win. And then our freshman quarterback, number 2, Braylon Walton, able to throw a dart and score a 2-point conversion. What a play it was. Cale Walton, 209 rushing yards last week against a very good Santa Rosa defense. Big time things happening for our Tigers. They're getting set on the field down there right now. We got about 10 minutes to go before game time right now. That was a little bit about the playoffs and where we are headed. Right now I'm going to kick it over to my good friend, Abe 2T Elliott. He is in the booth with me. He's going to tell us what these Tigers are looking for tonight from these Estancia Bears and how they're going to be able to climb the tree and make it a scary night for Estancia.
It's going to be a fun game. The Estancia Bears, it's interesting because you see their record. And you see some of the scores and you know the people that they played and you think to yourself when you put on the tape you think it's you think you're going to see subpar play and I put the first game I watched was Estancia versus Santa Rosa and I watched their offensive line fire out, get on those guys and drive them and they marched all the way down the field on Santa Rosa. I mean that's and so my first thought was, how are they losing games when they're pushing around Santa Rosa at number 1 at the time? And then you look there, Devin Chavez, their quarterback, is the number 1 rusher in the state in AA, and by a couple hundred yards. It's unbelievable because it's
over there.
So the Estancia, let's talk about what they do on offense first. So Estancia, believe it or not, they run. It's interesting. It's like a hybrid. It's like a hybrid single wing. It's interesting because we talked last week about the Santa Rosa Lions, how they've run that single wing offense for that out of the 19th century. Well, Estancia, the only difference they line up in a wing, either left or right. They put a wing. And he's kind of their blocking back. They pull both guards almost on every play that they run. And the quarterback either keeps it or he hands it off, or they do a little, he hands it off and then the wing back takes it on the other way. It's misdirection stuff, just like a single wing a single wing package. So Estancia, but without a spinner back and with the quarterback kind of standing as a true shotgun quarterback instead of down in a stance and in all that stuff. So with that being said, the coaches thought, we always have a great game plan against a single wing team. So they just left the defense intact, just the way it is. 5 down linemen, staying off the ball. You know, everything that Coach Maine put in place last week is going to happen this week on Estancia as well. Estancia's defense, not great team speed. Not great team speed. I expect that Cale Walton is going to break a few tonight because I don't think they've seen anything. I don't think they've seen anything like number 4. He can go. I mean, he drops a gear, and I mean, he's got burst. I mean, and with the way their defense was running around, and it was interesting when I was watching them run. I don't know. I just had a hunch, and I looked at their numbers, and I looked at their roster. They have a ton of freshmen. This team for Estancia is young. I think I counted 7 or 8 freshman starters on their squad. Just and we remember those days here in Raton. I mean, those days that we've had, you know, super young teams and you know, the kind of the mistakes that young teams make. But I tell you what, their quarterback Devin Chavez doesn't lead the state for no reason. You know, they pound that ball and they keep going. So what we need to do is just do what we did against Santa Rosa and get the job done. When you look at tape, we're a better team. Let's be honest here. We have got a better squad on the gridiron. We just are. However, we could mess around and mess it up. And what I mean by that is, how many levels of football have we all seen? I don't care if it's pro, college. When you have a big emotional game, that you have a letdown after that. Just a huge emotional game, and then it's hard to keep your emotions up for both games.
Right. Well, we are getting set here with about 5 minutes and 45 seconds. You know, there's a lot of Elliots on the field tonight. One of those is going to be, again, my great friend and talented. You know him at second hand. He strums the guitar a little bit. But his oldest baby girl, Zoe Elliott, is going to be doing the national anthem for us. She is set to do that here down on the field in just a few minutes. You know, Abe mentioned the 1900s, like the early 1900s. I looked down, and on the track, lo and behold, they're the Pink Ladies.
Yeah.
Anybody watching a little bit of Grease, I hope Grease Lightning is on Cale Walton's mind tonight, as he's going to be needing to.
And then, TJ has the track uniform that Danny Zuko in Grease was wearing in his.
Oh, man. It is a night of nights. Halloween night here in the jungle. Abe Elliott, E.J. Johnson, Marty Mayfield in the booth for you tonight. And here's just another little piece of trivia that is fun on senior night. My varsity high school football coach is in the house with the refereeing crew tonight, so it'll be fun. Kind of connect with him a little bit before the game. So it is senior night here. We're going to honor those seniors at halftime. And so be paying attention for that. Everybody is going to be doing a great job there. What we are going to be doing right now, let's take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be back in 2 minutes after a great word from these Raton Tiger Roar sponsors. Back in 2 minutes.
Alpine Lumber Company, when it comes to protecting your family, only the best will do. And that's why when it comes time to consider your family's insurance needs, it's time to call Arthur Insurance Agency in Raton or in Angel Fire. Home, auto, life, business, health, mobile homes, renters, motorcycles, boats, recreational vehicles, builder's risk program, umbrella insurance, serving all of northeastern New Mexico. Your family deserves the best. Arthur Insurance Agency. And you can find us fast in names and numbers for the Arthur Insurance Agency.
Hi, Robert Atencio.
And Diana Tencio.
Woody's Furniture has more than you realize.
We have everything to make your house a home.
Like living room, dining room, or bedroom furniture.
Or appliances from the laundry to the kitchen.
Did you know you can also get carpet, vinyl, or any flooring for your house?
At Woody's Furniture, you can get any size of mattress, and most are in stock. And everything is delivered at no extra charge up to 40 miles.
Woody's Furniture, Trinidad, Colorado.
And let us do the lifting.
When it comes to protecting your family, only the best will do. And that's why when it comes time to consider your family's insurance needs, it's time to call Arthur Insurance Agency in Raton or in Angel Fire. Home, auto, life, business, health, mobile homes, renters, motorcycles, boats, recreational vehicles, builder's risk program, umbrella insurance, serving all of northeastern New Mexico. Your family deserves the best. Arthur Insurance Agency. And you can find us fast in names and numbers for the Arthur Insurance Agency.
Our senior leadership down there, that's going to be number 18, Elijah Kitty, number 1, Jaden Padilla, number 54. That is Chris Ortega, and number 55, Logan Elliott, doing the coin toss for the Tigers. And as they get that up here, again, we are going to be honoring those same seniors as they're all out there on the field tonight. 2 minutes to go before game time as we're getting set here in the booth. Abe has a couple minutes here to tell us the keys to victory as we get set to go here in the jungle.
Absolutely, and there's a noted little side story with Logan Elliott. Hurt his ankle. I'm not going to say pretty bad, but it was going to be pretty bad at first. He was literally running back into the game from the halftime, and where the track meets the grass, he stepped and rolled his ankle, and it was pretty bad. Was not able to play the game. Took him to Pueblo. Had his leg X-rayed. And at first, they were talking surgery. Then we had a second opinion from a sports orthopedic, and they said, no.
Here we are for the national anthem. Miss Zoe Elliott to sing our national anthem.
Twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallant. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Billy D, I hope you were listening and recorded that. Get that girl on the radio. A big thank you, as always, to the men and women who serve this great country that allow us to play this great game of football. We appreciate all your service, the men and women of the military, first responders, and of course, Miss Zoe Elliott. What a talented young lady that is.
My baby.
Hey, finish telling us what we got to do here. We were talking about that surgical ankle of Logan Elliott.
Well, I tell you what, we iced for 2 days straight, iced to the point of tears. We had him taking umpteen grams of protein every day. We started giving him heat and everything, and it was kind of a game time decision, but I think he's going to get limited reps tonight, but it was kind of I'm not going to say a miracle, but I mean, when you hear that your son needs surgery and then he ends up Friday night standing out there, suited up, I mean, it makes you feel good.
Well, there are the Tigers on the field. Talking about a young man who is gutting it out, number 69, that is Santiago Castillo, a senior, in a knee brace again tonight. 4 games ago, took a pretty devastating hit to the knee and popped a few of those ligaments inside there. Is still out there being a workhorse for the Tigers. Number 69, number 55, Logan Elliott, getting it done out there as well. Injuries happen in football, but you got to still play the game. Right now, it'll be Logan Elliott to kick off. They're actually going to send out, I believe,
I think they
Number
said
10.
they're gonna save Logan for extra points, just so he can kind of swing his leg through it. And I think they said they want to put him on defense just so he can kind of hold up his man. You know, they're not going to ask him to do a lot scheme-wise, but just kind of hold up and get that kind of stuff done. But this is going to be an exciting game. I'm anxious to see this Estancia team in the flesh. I've watched a lot of tape on them.
That's number 10, Cooper King, doing the kicking for the Tigers. Back deep for Estancia, number 12. That is Quentin Barella. This is going to be a short kick fielded at about the 36-yard line, scooped up there off of what looked like a squib kick by number 11. That was Michael Murray, the freshman for the Bears.
This defense needs to set the tone, and I mean in a big way. We've talked about this defense all year. This is where we hang our hat. This defense is the reason that we're going to be going into the state playoffs and going deep. Again, we talked about team speed, team aggression. I mean, we got a lot of war daddies on this defense, and they get out there and they get out there nasty.
Waiting for the ball to come in from the Estancia side. They don't have a game ball kicked out there yet. Here it comes. Number 15, the quarterback, as we said, that is Devin Chavez, the freshman. Number 15 will be calling the cadence for the Bears. They're going to spot it on the hash close to the Raton bench on about the 30. We're going to say the 37-yard line there. 1st and 10 for the Bears.
I think everybody in the house knows what's going to, you watch that blocking back and watch which way those guards, you just watch the guards and you know which way the play's going. They never lie. No matter what kind of misdirection happens, those guards will pull and go.
Right now, the Bears look to the sideline and get the play. Chavez in, I'm going to say a pistol about 5 yards deep. Number 7, the back behind him, that is Bryson, the senior. This is going to be Chavez, pulls it down to throw. He gets a few yards, spins out, going to be close to a 9-yard gain there for number 15, Chavez.
Just kind of faked a throw, a straight throw to the outside screen, and then ran up the middle again. Chavez is going to get his yards. Trust me, y'all. Trust me. He's a runner.
Bears, again, they're going to line up now. They're going to put a tight end and a blocking back to the left of Chavez. 2 receivers to the top side of the formation. Raton right now in kind of a wide forefront. No, the corner walking up here now towards the end of the line. That's number 6, Justice Romero. And this is going to be Chavez to throw. Screen coming out. And Harlem Coley missed a tackle. And another missed tackle. Number 4, the ball carrier, Juan Cerveza, all the way down to the Raton 31-yard line. That was a huge screen play and 2 big missed tackles.
Couple things that can't happen in a game like this. You can't get guys hurt. Let's start there. And you can't. You're going to have to play this game. You're going to have to. Just because of their record, as we talked about. They're not slouch. They're not slouches. I told you they drove it all the way down the field on Santa Rosa without much give.
And like you said, their playoff implications. They lose, they're out. They win, they're in. So they've got motive.
Here is Chavez running right up the right side. Santiago Castillo makes a tackle there, gain of a yard after that carry by Chavez.
All we need to do is pin our ears back and get after it. This is a defense that is tailor-made for this offense. We stop the run. Let me tell you that right now. We've got a squad that'll hit you in the face.
2nd down and 9 coming up for the Bears. They're all looking to the sideline. 2 receivers to the left for Chavez. He's got a tight end and number 21, the blocking back on that top side. That's Mateo Lucero, the freshman. 1 back in the backfield, the senior, number 7, Leon Maxwell Bryson. Ooh, did not get the call there. This is going to be a kind of a counter with number 21 up the middle. He's going to get 9, they're going to say 12 yards there. Number 21, Mateo Lucero on the counter.
Just showing him that squat rack right there, running back right up the middle. That their running back, that gentleman right there, last week ran for 248 yards.
Down to the 22-yard line goes the ball. The Bears on the move. A forefront for Raton. Chavez has 2 backs in the backfield with him now. Number 12 and number 4 go to the backfield. That is Juan Cuevas. There we go. Here is the snap out of that pistol set. Going to hand the ball off right side. It looks like Santiago Castillo, along with number 1, Jaden Padilla, scraping over from that outside position to make the tackle. Number 12, Quentin Barella, the ball carrier.
A fun player to watch out there on the field is young Colt Ione. We talked about him tying the Raton School tackle record last week against the Santa Rosa Lions. Number 3, Colt Ione is an absolute assassin.
2nd down and 7, 6th play of the drive for the Bears. Ball inside the 20 now. Red zone play with 8:32 to go. Our score is at 0. The Bears kind of methodical here at the line, getting the call from the sideline in a tight formation here. Chavez takes a snap, going to run left, and he gets a block. Flag comes flying out in the area of a hold. The umpire throws the flag at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, Santiago was throwing his arms up like he was getting held, and it looked like the or the white hat. I'm not sure who that was. Saw the claws out there.
So it will be holding against the Bears. So that's going to get a 10-yard penalty. We'll take the ball back to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and long. Going to be right at 2nd down and 19 yards here for the Bears. 7th play of this drive. That takes the ball back from the 5-yard line back to the 29-yard line. That's kind of a big deal right now.
That's a huge deal for a team that is looking to get 5 yards a pop. I mean, that's their goal. Huge to keep them behind the chains.
Chavez now calling a cadence, calls out to his receiver. That's number 1 out there, Joshua. Snap is good, hands the ball off, running to the left, piled up in the middle, doesn't get tackled, squirts away, number 4, down to the original line of scrimmage, down to about the 22, number 4, Juan
Cuevas.
I'll get it right there. I'm going to put a K right there. That way it'll help my brain out.
Those Raton Tiger defenders on that one, you saw a bunch of them flying in there looking for the big hit, but I tell you what, you better just make sure you do your defensive fundamentals first. Put your face mask on the ball, wrap, grab cloth, squeeze, bring him to the ground. We don't need the high flying slice them in half kind of blocks or tackles right now.
3rd down and 11 coming up. Here is a snap for Chavez. He's going to hand that ball off, fakes it. Screen coming, nearly intercepted by Logan Elliott. What a hit! Luciano Castillo met the receiver at the point of catch. That was number 7, Leon Bryson. Holy cow. What a hit. 4th down.
I tell you what, Luciano Castillo is one of those guys flying around out there. He's last year we watched him play with 2 bad knees. It's been fun to watch him this year, having everything in his bag available to him. We've seen some big sticks from those guys in the backfield these last 2 games.
4th down and 11. They are opting to go for this. Chavez stays in there at the quarterback spot. Maybe a fast kick here or something. Trying to get the Tigers to jump off sides. No, they don't. Chavez is going to run right. Coming out. Throws it deep. Incomplete. It'll be Raton ball. Throws it over the head of the would-be receiver number 23, I believe that was, Daniel Hernandez, a junior, covered by Cale Walton in the backfield. Turnover on downs, Raton football.
I tell you one thing that was instrumental in that play. The name of that play was actually Luciano Castillo again on that hatchet blitz from the edge, able to chase Chavez out there. There was no way he was going to be able to make a big throw. Able to set his feet, make a good throw with him running for his life out there.
1st down and 10 on the 23 for the Tigers. Freshman Braylon Walton lines up Cale Walton behind him along with Colt Ione. 2 receivers to his right. Tight end also on the left-hand side. As they get set, ball again on the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 6:25 to go here in the first period. Our score is 0-0. Snap is good. Hand off to Walton, running to the left. Dances. Walton out into the open field. Walton across the 35, puts a foot in the ground, steps out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Cale Walton stepped out of bounds, and that was good news for the Bears because he had a lot of green grass in front of him.
Cale Walton is he's a blur. we're going to see a lot. Get used to hearing number 4's name tonight, because he's got burst, he's got jets, he's got that wiggle. He's a track star. I mean, he's a blazing speed guy, and you can't simulate it in practice. We saw that last week, him against Santa Rosa looking like the fastest guy on the field. But number 4, I mean, he's got a gear that nobody else has on the field.
1st and 10 from the 44. Here's Walton going left, cuts inside, face mask. Flag comes flying out as Walton gets 7 yards on the carry. Cale Walton's head turned pretty drastically there. That'll be, you never like to see that. It was not intentional. That was definitely not an intentional grab of the helmet, but he will have a penalty here. And that'll be a personal foul, face mask. So he was tackled on the 50, so that was 7 yards there plus 15. So that'll take the ball all the way down to the Bear 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Raton from the Bears 35. Third play of the drive here for the Tigers. 5:50 now on the game clock. Spread formation for Raton. Estancia is going to line up with 2 stand-up ends. Man comes in motion as Kinney. This is snap right across. Jet sweep motion, throws out. That's number 11, Gage Alfred with the catch. Now missed tackle. Gage Alfred gets inside the 30. Near first down yardage there. I think he's going to get 9 yards on that carry officially, not down to the 25.
Great grab by Gage Alfred, able to jump up, climb the ladder, and get up and get that ball in his hands. And then he made a nice little wiggle right there to get some extra yards.
2nd and 1 for the Tigers. Jaden Padilla checks into the lineup, tight end over on the left-hand side. Braylon Walton still has 2 backs in the backfield with him, Ione and Cale Walton. Ball on the 26-yard line. Need 1 yard for a first down as the game clock ticks under 5 minutes. Padilla in motion. Snap is good. Quick toss out to Walton, go to the right. Walton gets the first down and maybe a yard more. Another flag comes flying out.
That was on the sideline. You wonder if it was a late hit out of bounds.
So he got the first down. And we'll check the flag. Cale got 2 on that particular play.
Worth saying.
Unnecessary roughness is what I heard the umpire say.
Unnecessary roughness. So 15-yard penalty again. Estancia that's 30 free yards they've given Raton just on penalties. So I'll take the ball down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things we're saying is what a great, having Cale Walton in the backfield, how instrumental has that been in Braylon Walton's his season, being thrust as a freshman. Our starting senior quarterback goes down and a freshman has to come in and back him up. Having number 4 able to tote the rock, I mean, tell me that's not instrumental in what he gets done.
Here is Walton under the left. He breaks a tackle, and inside the 10-yard line he goes. Going to get 9 yards on that carry there.
Great lead block. Did you see that lead block by number 3, Colt Ione?
Whoa.
He's not just doing it on defense, I tell you what. I saw some sparks flying on that inside block.
Officially 8 yards on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball just inside the 10-yard line. 6th play of the drive here for Raton. 4:14 now on the game clock.
It's like Harlem Coley checks in the game.
Kind of a heavy set here as Coley's going to be the tight end on the right-hand side. Padilla lined up over on the far left. Here's a nice ball on the ground. Walton, if he's got a flaw, it's that.
Well, here's the interesting thing. It seems to happen in the red zone. I don't know if you've noticed this. I think the last 3 games we've had fumbles in the right when we're knocking on the door, getting ready to go in. We've fumbled several times. But again, Braylon Walton, he's just got to get those reps. You know what I mean? He's a baller.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6 now. Takes the ball back out to right around about, I'm going to say about the 11, maybe the 12-yard line there. 2 tight ends again. Now Ione switches back to flank Walton, and now there's a timeout taken. They want to talk it over. And so we'll be back in 60 seconds from right now.
Butch here for Willow Springs Traders. We are a livestock feed and consignment business located at 1222 South 2nd Street in Raton. We have High-Pro, Purina, and Nutrina feeds, also grass and alfalfa hay. In our consignment items, we have antiques, collectibles, furniture, jewelry, glassware, vehicles, tires, trailers, saddles, tack, tools, and equipment. Stop by and see us or call 505-400-6603.
Well, here we are back in the jungle where the Tigers on their timeout talking it over. The Bears are still staying in that forefront, where the ends are standing up. It's a 4-4 and pretty much a cover 3 up over the top here. That safety kind of walks up into that run protection. Right now, Braylon Walton trots his boys back out there. He's going to have Colt Ione and Padilla almost in a wing set themselves. Walton the back in the backfield. This is going to be counter right up the center. That is going to be number 4, Cale Walton, inside the 5. First down near the 3-yard line goes number 4, Cale Walton.
I tell you what, he doesn't just have speed. That was a little power. I mean, how many? That was like three pullers at the point of attack going up inside there for number 4, Cale Walton. We're used to seeing Cale Walton get out in space and, I mean, you know, throw the sparkle magic everywhere. Fun to see him getting up in there.
Right now, Raton first and goal on the 3, 2:45 on the first period clock. A lot of running, so the first quarter has flown by.
Well,
here is a snap. That's going to be number 2 handling the ball. I think that was Cale Walton right up the center again. Or, I'm sorry, that was Cale Walton at the quarterback, handing it off to Colt Ione. Ione gets down to the 2.
That was fun because we've run that Wildcat formation. We ran it a bunch against Santa Rosa, so they threw a little wrinkle. Everybody you're hoping everybody to expect Cale Walton to fake that handoff and then just take it, but that time he gave it. That's a good thing to put on tape for other teams as well.
Colt Ione, Harlem Coley, and Cale Walton look out with that 3-headed monster in the backfield. Talk about scary if you're a defense on Halloween. Snap is good. That's going to be Ione in, touchdown. Colt Ione in from 2 yards out. Number 3, Colt Ione getting it done on the offensive side of the ball.
That was fun watching that vlog. It was interesting. Logan's wasn't in the game at his regular left tackle spot. Looks like they scooted Santiago Castillo out to the left tackle and put Adrian Cisneros inside at that guard. Good job by the Tigers.
Here is Logan Elliott, number 55, on to try the extra point with 1:55 to go in the first period. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is good. Both officials agree that is good. 7-0, back in 30 seconds from right now.
The All Seasons gift shop in Raton is a universe of opposites. The All Seasons has gifts from baby to geezer, male to female, cool to geek, teenager to tweener, grandpa to grandma, cook to dishwasher, religious to worldly, and inexpensive to one of a kind. No matter how many times you go back, you'll see gift ideas you hadn't seen before at the All Seasons gift shop, I-25 exit 451 in the Clayton Road in Raton, with gifts for all reasons at the All Seasons gift shop in Raton. There are many types of pests in northern New Mexico, and TNT Pest Control in Raton can help get rid of them. They're locally owned and operated. The office is at 113 North 2nd Street, right next to El Raton Theater. TNT Pest Control provides a variety of residential and commercial pest control services. Contact their office today for pricing and scheduling. TNT Pest Control at 505-615-7321.
Here we are back in the jungle. Number 12, the deep man, that is Quentin Barella, the sophomore. Back as number 10, Cooper King, set to kick off. This one heads that direction, going to bounce down about the 25. Ball touched, picked up at the 26-yard line, and he stays on his feet all the way out across the 45-yard line. Tackled there by number 5. That was Braden Decker. making the stop for the Tigers against number 21, Mateo Lucero, the freshman for the Bears.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Young team, as we talked about, this is a young Estancia squad. They've got a lot to look forward to in the future. I tell you what, when you have a bunch of freshmen out there getting salty, we know what that feels like. We went through some years where we're starting freshmen and 8th graders at a varsity level, so we've been there.
Right now it'll be 1st and 10 on the 45 for the Bears with 1:47 to go here in the first period. Raton leads 7-0 in this district contest on Halloween night. Raton again lines up, but they're going to have a forefront again. Santa Rosa takes the snap. This is going to be Chavez right up to center. He gets about 3 yards on the carry. Number 15, the quarterback, Chavez, they're going to give him 3 officially on that.
Good job by that Raton Tiger defense. We can't say enough things about them this year, leading the state in run defense. I mean, you can. We've talked about it. Run defense travels, baby. I mean, we can go deep with the run defense like these guys.
2nd down and 7. Kind of a wing tee for Chavez. He's in pistol. Raton in a forefront snap. Trying to draw him off sides. Does not get it done. Hands the ball off. That's number 12 running to the right. He runs into the arms there after about 6.
Again.
Number 3, Colt Ione.
That was a nice tackle by Colt Ione. He ran straight in there, and instead of really trying to blow him up, he just went real low, grabbed his legs, and rolled. Kind of that roll hawk tackle that was taught there for so long.
3rd down and 3 coming up after a gain of 4 for Barella. So it'll be Chavez, number 15, getting the call from the sideline. They're going to line 2 receivers up now, down to his left. Here's the snap. It is going to be Chavez running to the left, and he gets a 1st down, but he gets hit hard by Harlem Coley. He was wrapped up there. First contact, number 57.
That's Adrian Cisneros.
Adrian Cisneros making first contact. 1st down, though, going to give him 5 yards on that carry, number 15.
Adrian Cisneros is just such a fun kid to watch play ball. He works so hard. The reps that he's been getting as a young man with the ones at varsity is a testament to his motor in practice. I mean, that's a role model. It's nice to see these young guys working hard enough to get these reps.
1st down and 10, ball on the 44-yard line, and it looks like that's going to be the quarter back in 60 seconds from right now.
You need acetylene, helium, oxygen for commercial use, and other specialty gases? Well, no problem. For years, Bennett's at 329 South 1st Street in Raton has been providing mixed gases, plus all welding supplies, including rod, wire, helmets, gloves, and a large assortment of metal. Call 445-3281, and Bennett's will get your order filled fast and get you up and running. And if you have to make a road trip, Bennett's rents U-Hauls. Bennett's, welding supplies, commercial gases, and U-Haul rental at 329 South 1st Street in Raton. Phone 445-3281 for Bennett's. State Farm agent Jose Archuleta for all of your insurance needs. Jose wants to help protect your auto, home, and life by offering you some of the best products in the industry. State Farm agent Jose Archuleta is licensed in New Mexico and Colorado. Please call 575-445-4357. www.josearchuleta.com.
Well, back here in the jungle where the Raton Tigers are on top as the first quarter is gone, 7-0. Estancia has the ball on the 44-yard line. They have a 1st down and 10 as we start the second quarter. Estancia lining up, it's a little bit of a unique formation. They've got a wing back inside there along with a tight end. And every now and again, both those backs are in the backfield. Right now, they'll have a true tight end along with that wing. Pistol formation for Chavez. Raton in the forefront. Here's the snap. Chavez running to his left. And he's going to get a cloud of dust in about 5 yards. We're going to say 5 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Chavez is just one of those sneaky yard runners. Hats off to Chavez being able to get these yards. As we've talked about before, our run defense is stout, and the numbers back it up. We have had, was it 3 or 4? We've held, I think it was 4 of the number 1 running backs on a team that we've played held for negative yardage this year. Negative yards. 4 different running backs from stout teams, including Robertson.
And Santa Rosa.
Yards.
Last week, Santa Rosa had very little running room. Right now, Chavez looking for some room. 2nd down and 5. Hands the ball off. And about another 5 yards there. I think that was number 12, the ball carrier. And he is actually slow to get up off the turf.
I tell you what, if you've ever played in cold like this, it's the hits are harder. I mean, it just feels, when you're out there and it's the temperature that it is out there right now, and it just feels cold. It's a little humid. So, yeah.
They're going to spot that ball on the 34. I'll never forget my first cold game. So we were Southern boys down there where, even in October, it's 55 at night, you know. It's 40 degrees. 40 degrees out there. We played in the snow when I was a junior. We come up to Los Lunas district game, and we played Los Lunas, and man, that leather hit my hands, and I wouldn't put gloves on.
The helmets get hard. You know what I mean? It's just everything about it just hurts more when you play in the cold.
Number 12, Quentin Barella is up, walking underneath his own power. Looks like he's kind of holding that left arm just a little bit. Probably a little bit of a dinger. He had that ball in that arm as he went to the ground. And so that, like you say, a little bit of coldness there, it does hurt. Raton used to some of these colder temperatures. Right now, 1st down and 10 from the 34-yard line for the Bears. 11:09 in the second period. 6th play of the drive. Raton leads 7-0. The Bears look to their wristbands to get the play. Raton again now in a 5 front. Tight end to the right for for Chavez, along with a wing. 2 receivers to the top side, almost a pro set here. Snap is good, hands the ball off, gonna throw one deep. In coverage is Ashley. No good. Flag comes in late.
Yeah, that was pass interference. Shane Ashley didn't see where he was at and ran right over him. Yeah, good call by the officials. That was definitely pass interference.
So that'll be a 1st down on penalty for the Bears on that pass interference call. Chavez heaved that one. That ball was as high as it went far on that one.
Exactly, and it might have been a good penalty by Shane. It looks like he didn't locate that. Receiver had located that ball. Could have been a big play or a touchdown. It was one of those penalties that unfortunately is a good penalty.
So I'll take the ball inside the 30-yard line. They're going to spot it on the 29. So it'll be 1st and 10. 7th play of the drive with 10:41 to go here in the second period. Raton leads 7-0. Ball inside the 20. I'm sorry, that's going to be the 19-yard line. I apologize. The 19-yard line. Chavez in pistol. Takes a snap. Hands the ball off. Number 4. Tackled by number 21, Coley. He gets down near the 15-yard line. They're going to say right on top of the 15-yard line. Good for 4 for number 4, Juan Cuevas.
I'll tell you the thing that you're not used to seeing that's happening right now is our defensive line is getting shoved back. I mean, that line of scrimmage is about 2-3 yards in our defense every play instead of, we're used to seeing heads pop back out there.
2nd down and 6 coming up for the Bears. Tiger defense, they line up in a 4 front here. Well, check the 5 front now. Put a 5th man down in the dirt. Chavez again in pistol. Takes a snap. He's going to run straight left and bounces off a tackle. Going to get the 1st down near the 10-yard line. He gets right inside the 10. We're going to say the 9, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. Number 15, Chavez, good for just over 6 yards. It was like 6.5 yards. Well, check that. They're going to say 3rd down. He did not get it, so they're only going to give him like 4.5 yards there.
They need they need probably 13 chain links here.
So it'll be 3rd down. Can Raton hold up here on this 3rd down in inches? 5 front for the Tigers. And there's a jump. They'd be able to get back on sides. And Chavez gets the 1st down to around the 5-yard line. So Chavez gets the first plus a first and goal here.
Nothing. There's really no X's and O's going on right now. I mean, it's just all about what offensive and defensive, what's going to happen down there in the trenches.
First and goal from the 5. The splits of the Bears are tight. I mean, those are less than, I think they're standing on each other's shoelaces. Here is the snap. Chavez running to the right this time. Great tackle. Number 54 crosses the line there, gets that tackle. That is Chris Ortega making the stop for the Tigers. No gain, second down and goal.
Santiago Castillo, number 69, had his hand in that tackle as well. Both job by those guys shedding blocks and making tackles. This is where you got to dig in here.
11th play of this drive for the Bears. 8-17. Right now the Bears have had the ball for just about 5 minutes here in the first half on this particular drive. Again, foot-to-foot splits in this goal line set. Snap is good. Chavez hands the ball off. And he's going to get in. Number 21, Mateo Lucero from 5 yards out bounces off about 5 Tigers to get in for that Bear touchdown.
Good drive by the Estancia Bears. Again, I'll say it again, that our D-line was getting blown back. I mean, their runners didn't have to make even a decision until they were 3 yards deep in the defense.
So it'll be right now, looks like number 23, Daniel Hernandez, the junior, getting set to try the extra point. He is going to straight behind it. Not a soccer-style kick here. Snap a little bit high, nearly blocked, no good. The extra point is no good. That was number 12, Shane Ashley, diving across, nearly blocked that extra point attempt. Keeps the Tigers on top by a point. We've been there last week.
Yep.
Back in 30 seconds from right now. BTU is known for quality, experience, and service with block and concrete. Their products include ready-mix concrete, concrete blocks, septic tanks, sand and gravel, and forming supplies. They are a full-service company with ready-mix trucks and concrete pumps to handle any situation with plenty of experience and reliability. But did you also know they carry ceramic tile, porcelain tile, commercial and residential carpet, laminate flooring, and a large selection of glass blocks? BTU, phone 445-2373.
Solano's Boot and Westwear, located at 101 South 2nd Street in downtown Raton. Our family business has provided service to our customers for 66 years. We have the area's largest selection of Western boots, hats, and clothing for all ages. Our friendly staff at Solano's can help you find just what you desire. Our repair and tack shop can rejuvenate your footwear and can custom make just about anything in leather. You can always check out our newly designed website at www.solanoswesternwear.com.
Well, doing the kicking, number 1, Josh Villaforte for the Bears. Kicks this one down towards Luciano Castillo. Castillo picks it up at the 23-yard line. Castillo makes a man miss. Castillo had across the 40. Flag comes in. Castillo flying down the field. Castillo beats one man. He's going to go all the way, but it's going to come back because there's a flag. Luciano Castillo, 78 yards and a touchdown. But that will be coming back as there is a yellow hanky sitting on top of the 35-yard line.
I tell you, we've been waiting to break one all year. I mean, we've been our defense, our return team is pretty unreal. I mean, we've almost broken, I don't know how many of them this year. We've just been waiting, and here we finally get one, and somebody had to grab hold.
Holding call on the 35-yard line. So that'll take the ball back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. Luciano Castillo showed his Jets. What a play that was, but unfortunately coming all the way back across the field.
Need to get it rhythm. I'd give it to number 4 and watch him spin.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to spot the ball on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 25 for the Tigers. Braden Walton walks back out there at that quarterback spot, going to line up his boys. He's going to have tight to the left. Two receivers to the left for Walton as well. Ione and Walton, the backs in the backfield. The Bears line up in a stand-up forefront, running a 4-4 defense here. Cover 3 over the top. This is going to be Walton running to the left. And Kale bounces off a few tackles, and he's going to get about 3 yards on that carry before they go to the ground.
Take that. I mean, had them just we're running kind of the same plays left and right. We've got kind of a makeshift offensive line tonight. A bunch of guys shuffled around. Dustin Walton keeping it simple out there.
2nd down and 7. Again, a little bit of, I mean, these Bears and that stand-up ends, those are harder to read. I mean, you can get leverage underneath them when they're standing up like that in that defensive line position, but from the backfield position, they're a little harder to read if you're going to try to run a zone play or even kind of read off of them with a pitch or a throw. Here's Walton handing this ball out. Fast throw, Luciano Castillo. Ball in his hand, has to make a man miss. Cuts back inside. Castillo out to the 35. 1st down for Luciano Castillo, and another hurt Bear laying on his face.
Great job by Luciano Castillo catching that ball. That was a great play called again by Dustin Walton, getting that, reaching in his bag and getting that outside toss, because one of the things that does is that keeps those linebackers moving, keeping their weight to the outside, making them play the whole field width to width, so then you can give it back to number 4 and watch him turn the jets on.
Well, bad news for the Bears. The injured Bear was number 15, Chavis, their quarterback, He's holding his left arm as he walks to the sideline. Going to get taking a look at over there. Right now, Tigers in a tight spread. Walton's going to take the snap, hands this ball off to Walton, running to the right. Missed block in the backfield. Walton's going to lose 2 yards, maybe 3.
Just a missed blocking assignment there. Got those new guys on the offensive line. 2 of them went to one guy, and the guy ran free right in the backfield to make a tackle.
2nd down and 13 coming up as a loss of 3 there on that particular carry. 4th play of the drive here. 6:14 to go in the 2nd period. Raton had the ball just about a minute and a half here. Here is Braylon, spread formation. Castillo goes in motion across the formation. Snap is good. Walton looks, slam screen out to him. Has it in his hands. Castillo makes a man miss out near the 45-yard line. We'll see where they spot him. He goes down at the 42 is where his knee touched. So he got that lost yardage back and then some.
Another good-looking football play. Just kind of a little wrinkle. It looked like Luciano was going to come back, made the linebackers take a step inside, and he had a step toward that outside. Good play call.
3rd down and 5 coming up. 5th play of the drive. Walton in the backfield. Spread formation for the Tigers. Again, a 4-4, cover 3. Oh, offsides. This is going to be a 1st down.
Little freeze play there by the Tigers. You've got to do that. Take away that aggression. They're they're bringing the meat out on the field. Colt Ione and Harlem Coley. Looks like they're going to get into that wildcat.
Again, let me tell you about something scary on Halloween. Is when you see Harlem Coley, Colt Ione, and Cale Walton, all 3 in the backfield, and then you have Jaden Padilla leading the way. Big things coming. So it'll be 1st down and 10 after the penalty. Ball spotted on the 42-yard line. Snap is good. Hand this off. That's Ione bouncing off a tackle. Ione sprints through. Oh, one man, and Ione was gone. He's going to get 12 yards. Number 3, Colt Ione, got shoelace tackled by number 4, Juan Cuevas.
I mean, Colt Ione is an absolute wagon. I mean, he's a kid that he'll lower his head, run behind his pads, and it's, you get in front of him and you take the worst of it, even if you make a tackle.
They're going to stay in this Cale Walton Wildcat set. 2 backs with Cale. A 3-headed monster attack back there. Snap is good. And there's a little bit of a broken play. Walton's going to have to keep it. He's going to get a yard on the carry as he was looking for a back to come through. One thing when you put a running back at quarterback, he maybe forgets which direction is right and left sometimes when he spins. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
He got a little out of it, but yeah, he was lucky to get that. He had Estancia Bears back there in his kitchen while he was spinning around trying to look for somebody to hand the ball to.
Second down and 9. They're going to keep that Wildcat formation on the field. Luciano Castillo walks down into a tight end spot. Gage Alford, the other tight end on the other side. So this is a full run set here from these Tigers. Snap is good. This is going to be Walton running to the right. He dances through, gets up inside, cuts. Cale Walton spins off of a arm tackle, stiff arm. Walton inside to the 20. No flags there. Cale Walton down to the 20. That's going to be good for 21 yards for number 4, Cale Walton.
You know what you love about Cale Walton is he ran to the outside and broke back inside where he saw an alley running right through the center of that defense and didn't worry about trying to make it a track meet going to the outside trying to hit the edge. I mean, he ran right up in the middle.
Braylon Walton now walks back out there at quarterback. First down and 10 from the 20. Red zone formation. 3:20 to go here in the half. Raton leads 7-6 from a missed extra point by the Bears. Raton has the ball now going on just about 7 minutes right here. Here's the snap. Walton out throws. Fired. That is caught. Number 18, Elijah Kinney, takes the ball inside the 15. Going to give him 6 yards on that pitch and catch there. Number 18, Elijah Kinney for 6 yards.
Senior Elijah Kinney, it's fun watching him play football. We've talked about him we've just talked about him for all these years. A real cerebral guy. I mean, he knows football. He knows X's and O's. He sat in my house. We've been talking X's and O's, and he knows as much as anybody does. Talk about somebody destined to be a football coach.
Right now, the situation, we have 2:25 to go on the clock. Raton on the move. Spread formation for Walton. Puts a man in motion. That's Castillo. Snap is good. Crack coming. There is Walton in the backfield. Makes one man miss. What a tackle. Cale Walton got upended there by number 4, Cuevas. Otherwise, that was a big-time play. Cale Walton tackled for a loss on that screen.
That was a good tackle on that outside. You wondered if maybe they thought that he was going to go with Luciano when he motioned inside, but he stayed out there and didn't take the bait and was able to make a good tackle.
Third down and 7 coming up now with 1:38 to go here in the half.
We need to hurry up here.
We got 17 yards to go until pay dirt. Snap is good. Walton hands to Walton. Cale bursts outside. There he goes. Cale Walton's going to hit the edge. Touchdown, Cale Walton, 17 yards out. Cale Walton showing you his shake and bake, getting it done on the outside.
You get that much space for Cale Walton, he's going to be gone. And I don't care who you are. Again, we've talked about 100-meter champion. I mean, he's got jets.
Second touchdown of the night for the Tigers takes our score 13-6 with 1:21 to go in the second period. That particular drive of the Tigers good for 6 minutes and 45 seconds, or 45 seconds on that particular drive as the Tigers set for a Logan Elliott extra point. Snap is good. Kick is up. That one is not going to. Oh, it is going to get there just through the upright.
Ooh, that snap was real high. Good job by who was that holding that ball?
Number 1, Jaden Padilla.
He had to jump up there and get that ball and get it down in a.
Good job there by the Tigers going up 14-6 with 1:21 to go back in 30 seconds from right now.
CarQuest Raton and CarQuest Trinidad is your independently owned and operated local CarQuest stores. Now they have great products, great prices, and great people giving great service. At CarQuest, save on products for your fleet and farm. Anything you need for your vehicle, including every type of tool for every job, available at your local Raton CarQuest at 326 South 2nd Street or your Trinidad CarQuest at 450 West Main.
Well, back here in the jungle, the Pink Ladies throwing out the green. As the money man, Edward Jones, I see that green, it starts catching my eye real fast out there. Raton cheerleaders cheering on the Tigers as the Tigers set to kick for the third time tonight with 1:21 to go on top, 14-6 here in the second period. Deep men back for Estancia. That's number 4, Juan Cuevas. Cooper King, number 10, doing the kicking for the Tigers. And we are back underway. Kicks this one to the sideline towards the bench. Picked the ball loose. Tiger football. Oh, it's out of bounds. It's going to be Bear ball. They're going to knock it out of bounds. It was Bear ball. It was bounced off of number 33. I believe that's who that was. Russell Acosta. Lucky to get that one out of bounds, as I believe that was number 9 from our Tigers. Number 9, Warren Berry, the freshman, almost got on top of that.
Number 5 as well. That's
Braden Decker.
Yep.
Making sure there, Braden Decker, number 5, freshman. That was almost bad news for the Bears, so to speak. 1:18 to go as the Bears maintain possession on top of the 35-yard line. We'll see if Chavis is going to be able to go again. He got hurt on defense. And I do not see Chavis walking out onto the field. Here he comes. So Chavis comes out. He looks just a little bit ginger there. So they're going to line up here again in that tight spread. It's like almost a gun pro set with that slot back on top of the tight end right there. Pistol forward, Chavis. Snap is good, hands the ball off, fakes it right up the center.
Jaden Padilla was not fooled. That was a little reverse. They ran the whole team one direction and handed it off to that wing underneath. It's something that you saw on film a ton of times. Number 1, Jaden Padilla, just he can smell the ball like a pit bull smells meat.
In fact, that's going to be a loss of yardage there with 55 seconds to go. 2nd down and 11. I love these analogies. They're getting better all year. Abe Elliott getting it done in the booth. Chavis in pistol. Blitz coming from the Tigers. Going to not quite get home, but he's only going to get 2 yards, maybe 3 on the carry as Chavis going left as Colt Ione makes the stop along there with number 1, Jaden Padilla.
These Tigers running around playing good defense. I mean, they're walking a lot. Let's be honest here. You're not seeing a lot of the same urgency that you saw last week against Santa Rosa. You saw them bouncing around between plays and running and flipping and having fun.
7 seconds to go. Estancia might be happy to go into the locker room. They're going to have to go into the locker room here. Well, that is the half. Raton leads 14-6. I'm going to turn it over to Marty Mayfield as we got senior night. I'm going to run down to the field. We'll be back with Making Sense of Football and Abe Elliott here very, very shortly. We'll be right back after a word from these great Tiger Roar Sports Club sponsors. Marty Mayfield, take it away, sir.
D&T Auto and Truck Repair in Raton on the York Canyon Road. And D&T offers all major brands of tires, including Goodyear and Cooper and more. And they have next day service. You order the tires you want, they'll be delivered, mounted, balanced, and ready to roll the next day. Plus, they do alignment. Located at 429 York Canyon Road in Raton on Highway 555. That's just 3/4 of a mile west of the Tractor Supply. It's D&T Truck and Auto Repair on the York Canyon Road in Raton.
Well, we're back up here in the booth here at Tiger Stadium as the seniors will be moving out on the field here shortly. I think they're going to try to extend that clock. It's at 14 minutes here for this half. Taking a quick look here at what happened earlier. Estancia took the opening kickoff. 9 plays later, they turn it over to the Tigers. And then 9 plays later, the Tigers put it in from the, looks like from the 3-yard line. For 6, Elliott adds the extra point for a 7-0 ball game there at 1:55 left in the first period. Estancia then took the ball and drove down the field, going 11 plays. 11 plays and ran it in. Number 21 didn't get there. Oh, it's Number 21 was Mateo Lucero, took it in for the touchdown with 7:56, and the missed field goal left it at 7-6. Raton up. The Tigers then took the ball once again. 11 plays later, they take the ball down to looks like about the 7-yard line. It's 3rd down and 7, and Cale Walton takes the ball in for 6, and Elliott adds the extra point for a 14-6 ball game. And right now they're introducing the seniors, so we'll kind of turn it that direction and go from there.
In your program and your heart, Jaden Padilla. Jaden is escorted by his parents, Jordan and Tina Darris, and his sisters. His family would like to say how proud they are of him and how far he has come thus far in life. We love you, kiddo. Jaden is deeply grateful to his mom and Jordan for their constant support and encouragement, always perform at this highest level. He would also like to thank his coach, Cody Ione, for shaping him into being a better person in every aspect of life, introducing him to wrestling in Raton and inspiring him to strive for excellence in football, wrestling, and his personal life. Number 1, Jaden Padilla. Number 12, Shane Ashley. Shane is being escorted by his parents, Shane Ashley and Denise Romero. Shane, your dad and I are so incredibly proud of you and everything you have accomplished. You continue to amaze us with your talent, drive, and athleticism while balancing school, work with so much responsibility. Watching you grow into such a hard-working, determined young man fills our hearts with pride every single day. Pause. To my amazing dad and both my moms, there aren't enough words to express how truly thankful I am for everything you've done. You've always been there, loving me, guiding me, and standing by my side through every moment of my life. You have given me more than I could ever ask for. Your time, your care, your patience, and your endless love. You have shaped me into the person I am today, and I will never take that for granted. If I had a chance to live 1,000 lifetimes, I would choose you to be my mom and dad every single time. Thank you for believing in me, for protecting me, and for loving me, even when I didn't always make it easy. That's every teenager. I love you both with all of my heart, and I hope you know how much you mean to me, not just today, but every day. Pause. Shane would also like to say thanks to Carissa Karen for always welcoming her into his class, filling it with laughter, encouragement, and being supportive, and laughing at his jokes. Number 12, Shane Ashley. Number 18, Elijah Kinney. Elijah is being escorted by his mom, Shaylin Kinney, and Mary Medina. Elijah would like to thank Coach Jock for bringing the best out of him. Even when they have gotten into it at times, they have always made up and admitted their wrongs. Coach Jock has helped him develop and get better every single day and has taught me how to be a better man, and for that he will always be very, very grateful. Number 18, Elijah Kinney. Number 24, Asden Romero. Asden is being escorted by his parents, Mike and Shannon Garrett, and Eddie and Deandra Romero, and Margaret Ann Moderano. Asden, we are so proud of you and all your accomplishments in and out of school. Through highs and lows, you've always strived to have the best outlook on life in keeping a smile on your face and helping others along the way. We are excited to see what future has in store for you. We love you. Asden would like to say a huge thank you to Margaret Ann Moderano for pushing him to always be his best that he can be, making him to do things that he didn't want to do, and most importantly, always believing in him. He knows that wherever he chooses to do, she will ever remain in his heart. Number 24, Asden Romero. Number 50, Eddie Lawrence. Eddie is being escorted by his parents, Francisco and Melissa Lawrence, and Beverly Casillas. Eddie would like to thank his parents for always believing in him and standing beside him throughout his life. Eddie would also like to give a special thank you to Miss Beverly Casillas for making an impact on his life by always being there in and out of school. She always has pushed him to try his best and never gave up. Never gave up on him when he wanted to give up on himself. The faith she had in him is something he will always carry with him forever. Number 50, Eddie Lawrence. Number 54, Cristobal Ortega. Cristobal Ortega is being escorted by his parents, Fernando Ortega and Crystal Martinez. Cristobal would first like to give a special thank you to Coach Robbie Armijo for helping him grow, not just in baseball, but as an individual, and for teaching him to believe in himself and to keep going. Number 54, Cristobal Ortega. Number 62, Braxton Longwell. Braxton is being escorted by his mom, Maggie Longwell, and Coach Brock Walton. Braxton would like to thank Coach Brock Walton. Coach, you have impacted my life by teaching me math skills and helping me become a better first-time football player, but most importantly, helping me through some of the toughest times, whether in school or work or just having a bad day. I appreciate you. Number 62, Braxton Longwell. Number 68, Thomas Pacheco. Thomas is being escorted by his parents, Thomas and Alexandria Pacheco. Thomas would like to thank his parents for every sacrifice they've made so he could play the game. He loves the time, money, and for always being in the stands. Their commitment never went unnoticed. Thank you for teaching me to work and never give up. Thomas would also like to thank Miss Victoria Kelly for her unwavering support and dedication in his academic achievements. Thomas, Mom and Dad, we are so proud of you and love you so very much. Number 68, Thomas Pacheco. Number 69, Santiago Castillo. He's going to make me read a paragraph. We are so proud of you. It has been so fun watching you grow and excel. We know you will go far and do great things. Just remember, we will always be by your side. Love, Mom and Dad. Santiago is being escorted by his parents, Felicia and Jonathan Castillo, and his favorite player and his brother, Luciano Castillo. Santiago has a special message for his parents. Dad, the one who taught me how to tie my shoes, that's important, has always given me the best college advice, my biggest supporter and helper, and most importantly, my best friend. I love you, Dad. Mom, ever since I was little, you've always been my rock. No matter if I was causing trouble, I don't know about that, or coming to you when something was wrong, have you always been there to help me and overcome everything life has thrown at us? You did it with a smile. I love you, Mom. Santiago would also like to thank Coach Justin Monterano for the impact he has made by being a motivational figure and coach. Through the good and the bad, you've helped me push through. Thank you, Coach. Number 69, Santiago Castillo. All right, seniors, get inside, get warm, and let's get back out here and beat some Bears!
Well, that was a great senior ceremony. I'll tell you what, it's a little tough. It's a little heart-wrenching when you have a senior that is out there in his last home game. You can remember all the Yaffle games and him growing up, and it's one of those emotional things. But they're doing a great job out there, and we want to take these last few minutes. We want to. We need to do the segment that's making sense of football. Making sense of football is a segment where we take something about football and we explain it, hopefully to clear things up. And I just wanted to take some time to sketch out a little bit of on the whiteboard a little bit about football, just kind of the nuts and bolts of how things go in football. So just want to talk about some terms that you probably should know. So we want to start basic, super basic. Offense, center, guard, tackle, tight end. The other side, guard, tackle. We'll put a receiver out here. We'll put a quarterback and a running back and another running back, another receiver out there. That's a basic offensive formation with the tight end. Defense, They line up, we're going to put a basic 4-3. There's a tackle, defensive tackle right over the guard, an end on this side, and then you have linebackers. Weak side linebacker, middle linebacker, strong side linebacker. Now, the guys that cover that make sure passes don't get caught, that's a corner on defense, a corner on this receiver, and then you have a free safety and a strong safety. Now, this could change. You can get different coverages, but this is kind of a basic coverage. So there's the kind of the nuts and bolts of what we're looking at. Now, real quick, right in between each of these offensive linemen, that space is called a gap. The gap right next to the center is called the A gap. The next gap is the B gap. You guessed it, the C gap. We don't need to go any further out on that side. Those are the basic gaps. Now, what you have to understand is, to a defense, those gaps are part of their scheme. So a gap-sound defense, no matter what happens, if there's a run, well, I should step back. The first thing that a defense wants to know is whether it's a run or a pass. The second they see run, all of these defenders have a gap responsibility. This tackle has this gap. This linebacker has the A gap. This tackle has that A gap. This linebacker has the B gap. He has the outside gap. He has this gap. End has this gap. So all the gaps are covered. No matter what kind of blitzes, stunts, everything that they're doing, all this defense has to be gap sound. They have to know everywhere they're going to be on the run. Now let's talk about some zones real quick, just areas of the field. First thing we'll talk about, we've talked about this before, inside here is called the box. This area of the field is called the box. That's where all the runs happen. You've heard of people saying on the when you're watching games, well, they've got 8 guys in the box. Well, they're right here, we have 7 guys in the box. The next area we'll talk about is toward the sideline, almost all the way into the hash marks. Same thing on this side, sideline all the way into the hash marks. These are called the flats. Inside,
unless you're in Trinidad, then those are the hills.
Right. From linebacker level over to the flats. This area, linebacker over to the flats. This area, we'll erase that. This area is called the hook to curl zone. Hook is always on the inside. Hook to curl zone. Back in the back, this is the deep. It's divided depending on the defense. It could be in halves. We're going to make it easy and divide it up into the thirds, the deep thirds. These are all the zones. The one left here is in the middle. A lot of coaches will bring the hook to curl zone all the way to the middle and not create this, but usually it's called the hole. I've had a defensive coach in college that used to call it the pipe. But most coaches call it the hole. We'll call that. So if this defense sees pass, they immediately get into their zones. This corner on zone defense has everything in the flats all the way back to that deep third with help from this safety over the top. This corner has everything in these flats up into this zone, free safety, help over the top. These linebackers immediately drop to the middle of their hook to curl zone. Middle linebacker drops right into the hole, into these areas on the field. That's when they see pass. So it's fun for an offense when you run a play action pass. That's when you get guys like Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce, they fake run.
Jason Witten.
It gets him going up into his gap responsibility, and he's able to slip right back in here into the hole.
And they'll give you a little quick shot block right here, and the quarterback is actually going to be reading that tight end in. We called that 558 slam, and we would actually run this guy deep off, and we'd actually bring this back out and run him deep. And then we'd cross this guy in front of the tight end, and there's a referee that stands right there, and he was my rub guy, so we would use that again. We love breaking the zone right there.
So trying to make this easy, again, we talked about how the offense lines up, how the defense lines up, the gaps that are on the inside, and each zone of the field. Cale Walton, when he gets out here on the flats, he's tough to bring down. All the linebackers have these hook to curl zones, and that's kind of the basic structure. It gets way more complicated, but this is kind of easy to digest football, where it all starts, where coaches start sketching up plays.
We love it. Edward Jones making sense of investing. Abe Elliott. That's some fancy whiteboard work there, man.
Hey.
Give that guy a job. He's in the booth with me. That's like NFL level right there. If y'all didn't know, Abe 2T Elliott, he is the man, not only with the guitar, but with the grease board. And he is getting it done, making sense of football for you. Well, with senior night, we made it through. No tears in the booth. It was tough down there. These seniors are just outstanding young men. Outstanding young men, going to go far. Honoring the people that honor them in their high school career. We got about 1:30 to go before we get to second half action. What we're going to do right now is take that 1:30 and be back after a word from these Tiger Roar Sports Club sponsors.
Raton Waterworks, reminding all of us to use our precious resource wisely and to remember that tiny leaks waste thousands of gallons. A leak of 1 drop per second equals 192 gallons a month, and a minor toilet leak can waste over 3,000 gallons per month. And a low-flow toilet can save up to 3 gallons per flush. Taking a 5-minute shorter shower saves at least 25 gallons. And we are in a drought, so use our precious resource wisely. Free water conservation tips are available at the Raton City Hall. A message from your Raton Waterworks.
If it's time to list your home for sale or looking to purchase real estate, you want a professional, familiar with the area and market, and someone who will work hard for you to get the job done. Wendy Milletta, qualifying broker in Raton for Realty One, New Mexico. She knows the area and the market and well-versed in all phases of real estate. Call 575-707-1662. When getting the job done is number one. Wendy Milletta, qualifying broker for Realty One, New Mexico.
Well, third quarter action coming to you. 12 minutes on the third period game clock. Raton's tight to the ball as Estancia trying to kick off. They've kicked it a little bit short here. Number 1 doing the kicking, Joshua Villaforte. Kicks this one in the area of Luciano Castillo. Picks it up at 25-yard line. Castillo looking for another crease. Finds one. Castillo out across the 40. There he goes. Luciano Castillo going to score on the opening kickoff of the half. That one will count. He's done it twice. This one will go on the board.
We've been waiting, haven't we? I mean, we've talked about this all year. All year we've talked about waiting to break one of those. And what a great night to do it for his senior brother.
75 yards and a touchdown for number 0, Luciano Castillo. 11:47. It didn't take him long to get there. Touchdown, Tigers.
I tell you what, there's no better rhythm I was going to say this offense needs to just find a rhythm and let number 4 run the ball, but you don't need much rhythm when you run it all the way back, do you?
We've been looking for that one block all season, and there it happened. Luciano Castillo able to get up in that crease. Again, picked it up on the 25-yard line. Goes 75 yards for a quick Tiger strike. Literally only took 13 seconds off the clock. Maybe sign that boy up for the 100. Logan Elliott in to attempt the extra point. Tigers now go up by 2 touchdowns, 20-6 here in the third period. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and good.
That was a pretty kick by a guy who needed surgery a couple days ago.
Yeah. Logan Elliott's extra point goes through. Tigers on top, 21-6, back in 30 seconds from right now.
The Farmers Insurance Agency in Raton and Jamie Mares invite you to come in and see why Farmers Insurance is a one-stop shop. One provider for all your insurance needs, saves you time, and most important, saves you money. Jamie and Iris can get a quote fast, and no one offers more discounts than Farmers. At 1400 South 2nd Street in Raton, at the corner of Kearney and South 2nd. Call them at 575-445-8985.
Well, number 10, Cooper King, set to kick for the Tigers. Cooper King, a sophomore. taking over for Logan Elliott. Logan Elliott, the senior, getting a little bit of a break as the playoffs are coming very soon. Logan Elliott's going to need all of his unsurgical ankle in the next few weeks here.
And it's going to be interesting to see how it gets seeded. You know, if we get the 4 or the 5, that's a big difference. If we get the 4, we have a bye next weekend. There's no game. If we don't, we'll have a game, and both of them should be here.
Both of them should be here. Cooper having a little bit of trouble. Not a lot of wind, but it has picked up here in the third quarter. All 13 seconds of it, but it has picked up a little bit down there. King has the ball now set. Feels like 33 here as King kicks us into the sideline. Fall on it. Ball on the ground again. They wisely just get on top of that. Number 21, Mateo Lucero, falls on that ball for the Bears.
He might would have wanted to let that go. It looked like it was headed out of bounds.
So they'll spot that on the 33-ish yard line there. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Bears. Chavis lines his boys up. As we come out, number 6, Justice Romero, the corner down here low near the Tiger bench. Chavis, number 15, the quarterback for the Bears. That's Devin Chavis, the freshman. Lined up again in a tight pistol set here, almost a pro pistol set. Snap is good. Chavis is going to run right towards the left side. He gets up inside the center, runs into the teeth of that Tiger defense, only gets about 2 yards, maybe 3 on that carry.
That's kind of the name of the game, the Estancia Bears. When you're getting that formation, you know, 4 to 5 yards is a win. I mean, that you're not looking for home run shots ever.
So that'll be 4 yards on that carry. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Bears. Ball now on the 35-yard line. Chavis has 2 receivers down towards his left, tight end and a back to the right. Takes a snap, hands this ball off, coming to change direction. Luciano Castillo stops him, and Colt Ione finishes him off. Loss of a yard on the play. Number 4, the ball carrier, Juan Cuevas.
I mean, when this defense gets going, they're just so athletic. When you've got guys like Luciano Castillo and Colt Ione, and the one that wrecks it all is number 1, Jaden Padilla. We've talked about him all year. I mean, he
a special player.
He's a dude. He is a dude.
15, Chavis lines up against that forefront from the Tigers, trying to spread them out a little bit here. Here is a snap, a little bit high, hands off, full, pulls it down, looking to throw, fires, oh! Could have been intercepted, but Cale Walton looking for the tackle, not the ball, and goes high, errant there, incomplete pass for the Bears.
Well, we saw last week a high throw. One of the Santa Rosa Lions jumped up to catch a ball, and number 4, Cale Walton, I mean, came in there and laid the wood. I mean, I almost expected the top of his body to be laying over here, the bottom of it to be laying over there when Cale came in and hit him last week.
If that's on film, go back and watch that, because that was a hit and a half. Right now, first punt of the game, actually. The Bears set to punt. Castillo and Kinney back deep. Ball bounces to the punter, able to field it. Castillo catches it on the run. Ball loose. Castillo fielded it. Ball got popped out. I believe it looked like a Bear got on top of it. Oh, Raton maintains position. Raton football.
Wow.
Number 3, Colt Ione, able to pop back on top of that ball.
Woo! Luciano was wanting that to happen because he got tackled and that ball just went straight up in the sky. I'll tell you what, but when it's cold, things like that'll happen.
When I was down on the field,
it's a little slippery, that ball.
They're putting them under a warming blanket down there. They've got a heating blanket on the Raton sideline trying to keep those footballs warm when they're not on offense.
It's a real thing. And again, with the wind chill and with everything out there, it's the temperature is freezing.
Ball now on the 47-yard line. Snap is good. Hands the ball off to Walton. Dances through the center. Walton now runs. Free. Walton going down the sideline. No flags. Walton's in a foot race. He's going to win it all the way across. 53 yards and a touchdown for number 4, Cale Walton.
He's just got a different level, Cale Walton. We talked about it before the game. You can't replicate his speed. We were both coaches, and we know what it's like to scout players. And if you don't see things live, sometimes you don't get a good gauge. Like you watch on film a certain player, and they look fast, but you don't know if that's relative to. You don't know what that's relative to. Same thing with Cale Walton. It's hard. You see on film, yeah, he looks fast, but then when you see him in real life, I mean, he's got jets.
27 as Elliott steps on the field trying to make it 28. That kick is no good there as one of the Bears got in there on that kick. Kind of made that kick go a little bit wide right. So it'll be 27-26 with 9:54 to go.
27-6.
27-6. Yeah. 6-7 or something. I don't know. 9:54 to go in the third. Back in 30 seconds from right now.
People in Raton rely on Raton Public Service Company for our power and every electrical need, and RPS knows and takes that responsibility seriously. Think about the far-reaching effects electricity has on our community. Safe street lighting, jobs, and our Goat Hill flag and star are maintained by RPS. Efficient service at a competitive rate. The personnel work hard to assure every customer complete satisfaction and a continuous electrical supply every day of the year. It's our Raton Public Service Company.
Cooper King set to kick off. As the third period, Raton 2 touchdowns in the first 2.5 minutes of the quarter. There is our whistle. King puts it in play. Nice foot into this one. Goes down, going to be fielded about the 18-yard line there by number 1. That is Joshua Villanova. Kicks that ball out and goes down at the 35-yard line. Good for just over 15 yards on that carry. Going to give him 16, number 1.
Good job, Adrian Cisneros. Again, hard worker. We talked about that. He made a great arm tackle on that running back.
First down and 10. Ball going to be on the 35-yard line for the Bears. 9:43 to go in the third period. Raton leads 27-6. That was a pretty good foot there. Left-footed kick by Cooper King. He got that one. A young kid like that has a little bit of potential to clean that up as he gets a little bigger. Right now, it's going to be Chavez back in the backfield with him, and he's going to send 2 to the short side of the field here. It looks like the Tigers want to blitz. Luciano Castillo comes crossing on that blitz, and Chavez gets tripped up. I believe, who else? Number 3, Colt Ione, stops him for a gain of 6, and luckily so, because there was a lot of room in front of Chavez.
A lot of room, and he's a runner. We've talked about this before. There's a reason why he's leading the state in running back. He can run, but I tell you what, Colt Ione's built a little different. You know, he is just built a little different.
Second down and 4 coming up for the Bears. Ball goes across the 40-yard line out to the 41. Bears a little bit lackadaisical here, down 3 scores. Letting the clock just kind of tick away from them here in the third period. They get up again, the real tight splits again. Raton comes up again looking like they want to blitz. And kind of cost them right there as number 6 is going to be the first one there, the corner on this side, along with 3 defensive linemen, number 55 in on that tackle. That was Logan Elliott, along with, I believe that was number 6, Justice Romero.
Justice is one of those guys that's working hard as well, and he really came. We talked about this. They put him in at quarterback in a JV game, and I mean, he went off. Just an athletic kid. What a great future for Justice.
Takes the ball all the way out across the 45. He's going to get about 7 yards on that carry. Puts the ball on the 43-yard line. So it'll be a first down and 10. I'm sorry, that's the 47. I'm looking at the wrong yard line. 1st and 10 from the 47. 3 backs now for Chavis in the backfield. 2 receivers to the top side, 1 in that slot set. Snap a little bit high, fielded, going to be number 7 running. Tackle, what a tackle in the backfield. Number 1, Jaden Padilla. Loss of 7 yards on that play. They're going to mark him only down, loss of progression, stopped only 3 yards shy. What about Jaden Padilla blowing up that end on that side?
He's a player. He's a special player. I'll tell you a quick story. That one of my really close friends, Monty Colangelo, he's a professional chain crew for Raton's. Been doing it for years, and he gets to listen kind of to what's going on the sideline of our opponents. And I always get the dish on what's being said over there. I'll tell you here at this next break.
45-yard line is where the ball is at. 2 backs again in the backfield for Chavis. Takes a snap, hands off to number 7. Big time hit there. That was number 52. 62. Braxton Longwell, the senior, meeting him in the hole. Number 1, or I'm sorry, that was number 7, Josh, or holy cow, let me say that again. Number 7, Leon Maxwell Pryson. What a stop there. He got 2 yards on that carry, but wow.
Great shot by Braxton. It's fun to see him. He played football as a real youngster, but hasn't played, to my knowledge, up until his senior year here, and he's been making an impact.
3rd and long. Snap good. They're going to try to throw this one up in the air, wide open, but there's Kinney climbing the ladder, playing defense, no good on the pass. Again, Chavis throw that one as high as he did far.
Surprised that Kenny didn't make the pick on that one, because Kenny's he is a heck of a receiver. Throw a ball anywhere close to him. He's got that extra stickum on his gloves everywhere. Surprised he didn't get that ball.
Falls incomplete, and they're going to send Kenny and Castillo back. It looks like they want to try to punt this. Number 1, Villaforte, the punter. They are, no Tigers go back as they are in a full punt formation here. They're going to try to make sure that they kick it. And they do. High kick. And
stay away from it.
Stay away from that one. Our call was Peter.
Yep, that's. So I'll finish my story real quick. Last week against the Santa Rosa Lions, every time number 3 ran off to the sideline, his coach ran and got right in his face and told him, "You have got to block number 1. He is wrecking our offense." And then he'd come off to the sideline again. "I told you, we've got a double team. We've got to do something. Number 1 is eating us alive." And the interesting thing, too, is what happens is it's a great tandem, because you've got number 1, Jaden Padilla, wrecking things up, and it leaves number 3, Colt Ione, open to go in there and just make plays like he does.
Now Tigers on offense, trying to make a play themselves. 6:43 to go here in the 3rd period. Spread formation for the Tigers. Stand up forefront for the Bears. Snap is good. Walton to throw. Fires blocked at the line of scrimmage. That stand up in number 21 batted that ball down.
I think that's 23.
23, yeah. That was Russell Acosta.
Actually, I think it was Daniel Hernandez.
I'm reading the wrong one. Holy cow.
There are 3s everywhere.
I'm getting older or something. That's the light. It's got to be the light. That cold weather. Colt Ione checking in now for the Tigers. Comes into that tight end spot. Number 2, the freshman, Braylon Walton.
It's got Harlem Coley back behind him.
Here's the snap. 2nd down and 10. Hands off to Coley. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Coley's going to go down for a loss of a yard. Just a missed block there in the center.
Yeah, there were Estancia Bears everywhere waiting for Coley to get that ball. But the other thing was he might have been able to make a break if that snap wasn't high. Braylon had to jump up, threw off the timing of that handoff. There was a little crease there. It opened up for a second. If that play was timed well, that could have been off to the races.
Ball stays on the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Walton, quarterback, Coley the back behind him. 2 receivers to the right for Walton. Snap is good, looking to throw the slam out, fires in. That's going to be Kinney. Kinney out across the 40, not going to be good enough for a first down. He's going to get 7 yards on that pitch and catch. Great job by number 0, Luciano Castillo, trying to block that. But a good job by number 3.
4 down territory here.
Noah Thomas, the freshman, sniffing that one out.
Try to get him to jump, you'd guess, first.
Going to be 4th down and 3. 4th play of the drive. Walton looks to the sideline trying to get the call in. A hard count here with 5:25 to go. Snap is good. Walton rolling to his left. Caught by Castillo, first down. And more. Castillo stays on his feet. Another sprint. Castillo across the 40. 1 man to beat. Castillo's going down the sideline. Luciano Castillo will score for the 2nd time tonight. Number 0, Luciano Castillo, has said his name a bunch on 4th and 3 from the 47-yard line.
Luciano Castillo is having a night. I mean, he showed up, he buckled his chin strap, and he came out here to play football.
On a 4th and 3, Tigers score on a 53-yard strike again. 5:04 to go in the 4th. Or excuse me, the 3rd. I apologize. It's the 3rd quarter. I'm writing down 4. Logan Elliott out to attempt the extra point. Padilla to hold. Snap is good. Kick is up and good. Nice kick, Logan Elliott there. As that one bangs through. 34-6 our score. Midway through 3 quarters, back in 30 seconds.
Pendleton Oil and Gas has been serving northeastern New Mexico for over 50 years, providing our propane, butane, and gasoline needs and supporting the student athletes in our area. So if it's just filling up your barbecue tank for a get-together or commercial quantities, Pendleton Oil can deliver in Raton and Colfax County. It's Pendleton Oil and Gas with sales and service. Phone 445-3121.
Well, here we are in the jungle where the Tigers are on top of the Bears. 34-6 here in the 3rd period. 5:04 to go in that 3rd period. Raton has really opened up the score here in the 3rd quarter. Opened off the 3rd quarter with a sprint from Luciano Castillo. Then Cale Walton got in the action. He had a sprint. And then Luciano Castillo with a screen sprint for big yardage all the way through. Kick is good here, picked up by number 7. That is Maxwell Bryson. He gets up inside out to about the 33, 34-yard line before he gets wrapped up by about 7 Tigers.
Great job on that play by Oscar Olvera. He kind of got in front of him, but he missed, but he kept running. He didn't just give up after he missed, and then when he made that second break, there he was, Oscar Olvera, to make that tackle. That's fantastic way to get after it football.
They're officially going to spot him on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 on the 35. First and 10, and the Maxwell Bears will put Chavis in the backfield. He's going to be
Bears?
The Maxwell. They're all Bears. These are just red and white from a little further south. Estancia. Chavis all alone in the backfield, looking to hand this off on the counter. Ball on the turf. Padilla almost had it. Number 21 dropped that. Number 21, Mateo Lucero, dropped the counter handoff from Chavis. Padilla almost had that, loss of 5.
I'll tell you that again. We'll say it again. The ball is super slippery when it gets cold. It's rock hard. It's hard to hold on to. Hopefully, Estancia on the sideline, they have some kind of a football warmer on that side as well. But if you're not ready for these kind of temperatures, that ball can get real slippery.
2nd down and 15. Chavis alone in the backfield, takes a snap, running to his right. He makes one man miss, but not number 3, Colt Ione. Ione takes him to the ground. Good job there. He's going to get about 4 yards on that carry. Number 15, Chavis.
Colt Ione doing what he does best, smelling the football, putting his face mask on it.
He only got 3 officially on that carry. 3rd down and 12 coming up. Third play of the drive for the Bears. 4:04 to go here in the third period. Empty set, 3 receivers to the right for Chavez. Hard count trying to come. Doesn't jump. Counter coming again. What a play, Jaden Padilla. Another loss of yardage as Padilla takes him back to the 30-yard line. Jaden Padilla hawking the ball out there.
Jaden Padilla has great body angles when you watch him play. I spent a lot of time watching that Santa Rosa game. I spent a long time. I watched every play, watched every player on each play, and he can get those side, like he can duck under a block, and it's almost like his feet are laying sideways, and then he can pop back up, and it's fun to watch the athleticism of number 1, Jaden Padilla.
Estancia put to punt now. Castillo and Kinney go back deep for the Tigers. Punt snap is good. This one spirals. Kinney on the run, fields it, falls down at the original line of scrimmage. Elijah Kinney makes the grab at the 45-yard line.
Those are the ones that'll give give the coaches a few more gray hairs when you're running at a ball and catch it on the run on a punt. A lot of times you're like, okay, we'll give up the yards, just let it bounce. We're all right.
It does give your heart a skip. When you're ahead 34-6, I won't be as mad when it's 14-15.
Shane Ashley, number 12, coming off the field, getting some. What a player he was last week as well. Shane Ashley was everywhere.
1st and 10, ball on the Bear 45. Walton, 2 backs in the backfield. One of them is Coley. Takes a snap, hands it to Coley, running to his left. Coley steps inside. Coley getting hard yardage, lowers his shoulder pads and gets an extra one right there. Good for 6 yards, number 21, Harlem Coley.
21, Harlem Coley, and number 4, Cale Walton. What a tandem, thunder and lightning. Harlem Coley is a slashy, heavy runner. He leans into it and he just slashes. He's not like, he doesn't have the scat quickness that Cale has, but that's a good tandem because the second people start getting used to the pursuit angles that they need for Coley, then you put number 4 out there and all of a sudden he's gone.
I can't help but think of a little thunder. Here is Walton handing off to Coley. He runs straight ahead. Coley sprints through down to the 25-yard line, just inside. They're going to spot him down at the 23. What a run by Harlem Coley. That is going to be good for 18 yards for number 21.
Good job. Speaking of 18, number 18, Elijah Kinney out there making a good block at the receivers. With this team, the receivers blocking are what's going to do it for you.
1st and 10 from the 23 officially. Snap is good. Hand that to Coley again. He gets up inside again. Coley sprints towards the end zone. Stays on his feet, bouncing off tackles. Harlem Coley down to the 5.
And that's what you get with number 21, Harlem Coley. We talked about it. He runs heavy. He's just a new school build. He's an athletic, strong runner, a slasher, and he goes north and south. All of his cuts are made full speed. It's not like a start-stop scat back like Cale Walton. He just runs behind his pads and does not mind contact one bit.
Number 8, that's another 18 yards for number 21, Harlem Coley. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Here is Coley again. This one is a walk-in. What a block by that offensive line. Harlem Coley goes in untouched from 5 yards out.
That whole, you could have driven a train through that. Speaking of that train whistle, you could have that great job by the Tiger offensive line, and a great job by Harlem Coley. What a series of runs.
This old guy could have hit that hole as wide as it was. 3rd quarter, Raton goes on top, 40-6. Logan Elliott set to try the extra point. And snap is good, hold is good, kick is good. And it'll be 41-6, Tigers on top, back in 30 seconds from right now.
Are you or a loved one looking to take your health, fitness, or athletic abilities to the next level? Our coaches and trainers at Hammer Forge Athletics and Training Center are here to help. We have a variety of classes and programs for people of all skill levels. Come take a tour at our training center located at 125 South 2nd Street in Raton. Meet owner and head coach Elizabeth Ortega. Check out hammerforgeathletics.com for more information. Forge your greatness at Hammer Forge Athletics and Training Center.
Well, here we are in the jungle where the Tigers are making it a real scary night for the Bears. I was just trying to look up some of the other scores coming around. We had to mention Legacy Academy beat Santa Rosa 6-0 last night. Our Tigers on top of the Estancia Bears 41-6. That should be a running clock for the rest of the evening, depending on score of the Estancia Bears score here. Cooper King set to do some kicking. Cooper King, number 10, the sophomore, left-footed kicker.
Cooper King doing a good job out there. Again, Logan Elliott, they're kind of using it, they limited his reps on the field. He's been playing defense inside and out. Can't say how proud I am of him. I mean, 3 days ago he was in a boot talking about surgery, and now he's out here with his boys playing some ball.
That one is going to get out of bounds on Cooper. He did not hit that one square, so it'll be on the 35-yard line. The ball went out about the 37-yard line, and so by rule, I think they put it on the 30. That'll be lose 2 yards, I think, on that penalty. But we'll see where they spot this ball. I think they'll walk up to the 40 as that went out of bounds prior to the 35-yard line. So it'll be on the 40, near hash towards the Tiger bench. 1:16 to go.
In the third, correct?
Third quarter, Tigers on top, 35. Estancia looking to the sideline, got the call. 2 receivers to the top side of the set for Chavez. Now they completely swap the line. Change formations. Now they go to the wide side of the field with their tight end. Chavez has the ball a little bit low, running to the right. He comes up inside, going to get maybe 8. Check that, 5 yards as the official spots him down on the 45-yard line.
Almost looked like we had help from one of their players to tackle him.
I saw it. I don't know. He's trying to throw him forward or something like that, but good job by Harlem Coley getting in there, wrapping up his legs, making a good tackle.
Second down and 5. 25 seconds on the game clock in the third quarter. Raton leads 41-6. Potentially the last play of the game here. Or, excuse me, the third quarter. Man. There's a ball on the turf, picked up, number 7, out near first down yardage. We will see where they spot that. That'll end the quarter. As they get into Tiger territory, they're going to give him 6 yards on that carry. That'll end the quarter back in 60 seconds from right now.
Whether you just found it or you've lived there for years, you'll never forget that feeling. It was something that made you realize this house would become your home. And since there's no place like it, it deserves protection just as special. A local Allstate agent can help you customize an Allstate house and home insurance policy and point out lots of ways to save. Like if you have a newer roof, it could help lower your rate.
Check with Park Avenue Insurance in downtown Raton at 210 Park Avenue. Phone 445-2768 for Park Avenue Insurance. What happens when you open your closet?
Well,
Well, if you don't want to get rid of it, store it at Pack and Stack Self-Storage, located at 109 Grant in Raton on the Hill. Pack and Stack has fenced and lighted secure units in 5x10, 10x10, 10x15, and 10x20 with power available. Call Pack and Stack at 970-420-0257. That's 970-420-0257. Pack and Stack can help you close the door on your storage problems.
Well, here we are. The official winds his arm. Raton on top, 35 points. Ball on the 50-yard line. I think they spun it. You know, the officials had a long walk in that quarter change right there. Chavez trying to do the long walk here. They need a score for the Bears. Tigers trying to not let them have it. Chavez runs left, and he gets tackled by about 7 Tigers.
Good job, Eddie Lawrence. Great tackle. I mean, Eddie's one of those guys that this year is, I mean, just from the beginning of the year till now, Eddie Lawrence might be the most improved player on the team. I mean, he is getting things done. You watch film on Eddie, and you are super happy about that. We got some of the younger Tigers in there getting some reps. Thomas Pacheco in there getting things done. Been a ball player for years and years. Thomas Pacheco. I coached Thomas as a Yaffle player. Braxton Longwill at the end position.
Number 7, Cameron Mascarenas out there at the safety position. Cooper King. I think I see Cooper King walk out at that linebacker spot. This is going to be Chavez running to his right towards the Tiger bench. Chased out by Harlem Coley and number 7, Mascarenas. Cameron Mascarenas chases him out of bounds. Near first down yardage. I don't know if they're going to get him all the way there.
Justice Romero, great job by maintaining contain. Looked like he was getting held a little bit, not called, but forcing that ball inside. Great job.
3rd and 3. 5th play of the drive for the Bears. 10:37 to go here in the 4th period. Raton on top, 41-6 the score. Bears line up 3 receivers to the top side of the formation. Raton shows like they want to blitz. They back out of it now. And hand the ball off to number 7. He's going to get the first down and about a yard more. Give him 4 yards on that carry, number 7, Leon Maxwell Prayson.
62, Braxton Longwill getting a great tackle on that, playing some great football out there, Braxton.
Takes the ball inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bears. Raton lines up again in a 4-front here, kind of a stand-up 4-front. Or let me say a stand-off 4-front, rather. That's a little better term. They are not right on top of the football as per usual. 4 linebackers behind them. They're actually going to bring in their corner nice and tight here into that box. 3 receivers to the top side, one of them being a tight end and a back for the Bears. Here's the snap for Chavez. He's going to run left. Tries to cut up inside, gets north and south. Maybe 4 yards on that carry down to the 35-yard line.
Another great job by that young Tiger line getting after it. They still have number 3 and number 21, the 2 starting linebackers in there, making sure things get cleaned up. But I tell you what, there's a lot of black jerseys flying around out there for the Tigers.
3 yards, 2nd down and 7 coming up from the 35. 7th play of the drive. Clock winding down fairly quickly on the Bears. 8:54 to go in the 4th period. Tigers stay on the forefront. Bears stay in that pistol wing. Snap is good. Going to hand this ball off to number 1. Falls loose. That's picked up number 21, Harlem Coley. He is going to defensively score as that ball came out. Harlem Coley goes the opposite direction, 55 yards. Touchdown, Raton.
When it gets cold, those balls get slippery. I'll tell you what, that ball handed off, thought it was handed off, hit the turf, scoop and score, 21 Harlem Coley.
8:30 to go in the 4th. As Harlem Coley gets the TD, the defensive strike. I think that's the first one of the year for the Tigers defensively this year.
Which is, it's a little surprising with as good as our defense plays.
That'll start the running clock.
47-6 now as Logan Elliott trots on the field for another extra point attempt. When it rains, it pours. If you're a Bears fan. Snap is down, kick is up and good there. Through the uprights. 48-6. Raton on top. Back in just 30 seconds with more action from the jungle.
What happened?
Welcome to McDonald's.
Posso avere un caffè?
I'm sorry?
Puis-je avoir un café?
Oh, ma'am, our coffee is fancy, but it's not schmancy.
Oh, okay, then I'll have a small premium roast coffee.
Sure. And you don't even have to pay in euros.
That was good.
More sophisticated taste to love. McDonald's Premium Roast Coffee is made with a gourmet blend of Arabica beans brewed to perfection. And participate in McDonald's.
Talking about coffee, when the temperature's freezing, wouldn't hurt my feelings at all to have a hot chocolate or a nice cafe latte.
The wind chill feels like temperature right now is 30 degrees out there for these guys.
That's why my toes are cold. Cooper King. I know these guys are running around, got their helmets and pads on, but you'd see me in long sleeves, I tell you that. Left foot Cooper King set to kick off again for the Tigers. He's going to scoot that one down, picked up there by number 73 on the 34-yard line. Again, kind of where he's kicking that, just let that go out of bounds.
You're right, yeah.
if you're a Bear, but why is he jumping on top of it? As we've said several times tonight, these Bears are young. And those are, that's just some of the young guy stuff that you kind of think about that happens out there.
And nothing but they've got a lot of upside.
A lot of upside.
They play ball hard, and they're young, and they make young mistakes, and that stuff over time we've seen it, we've lived it.
If they stay together in 4 years, look out. In 4 years, that's going to be a stout football team on the Estancia Bears side of the football. But look out for those young Tigers because
we've got some horses
coming up. 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line for the Bears after the fumble and the Coley touchdown. Our score 48-6. Raton leads by 42 points. Here is the snap and going to be good. Handoff to number 1. And he's bouncing off tackle. Stays on his feet. There he goes. Padilla chases him down out of bounds. Big time run for number 1, Josh Villaforte. Transverses the field, goes all the way down to the 28-yard line. Number 1.
Interestingly enough, the only player on the field that wasn't a JV player was number 1, Jaden Padilla, and he was the one that made the tackle. Again, like we said, you put their youngs against our youngs, and I'll tell you what. Again, they're stout.
That's good for 42 yards. Takes the ball into Tiger territory. Ball spotted at about the 27-yard line. Second play of the drive now for the Bears. 6:21 to go on the clock. Snap is high. Fielded by Chavez. Looking to throw it. Gets it out. That ball is caught. Number 23, Cameron Mascarenas making the tackle. Number 23 making the grab, Daniel Hernandez, a junior. And Mascarenas able to get around him. 23 outweighs Mascarenas probably in pads by 40 pounds.
Great job by the quarterback, Devin Chavez. I mean, that was a broken play. That ball was sky high up in the air, fell back into his arms, and was able to throw right out there to the flats.
Good enough for 12 yards and a first down. First down and 10 inside the 20. Ball near the 17-yard line. Here is Chavez running the other direction. Going to be tackled ahead. He's going to get about 8 yards on that carry.
Good tackle, way to scrape down the line. That looked like that was number 60. That was Avery Lopez. Another big upside with Avery.
5:14 now on the clock. Going to be the fourth play of this drive for the Bears. 2nd down and 4 coming up. Snap is good. Chavez to throw, fires out, wide open. And that's going to be the junior going in from 12 yards deep. Number 23, Daniel Hernandez, making the grab.
Exactly like we talked about in the Making Sense of Football. When you read run and you don't drop into your, get into your pass zone, we saw that it was wide open back there.
4:49 on the 4th period game clock as he crosses the goal line. Number 23 in to do the kicking, Daniel Hernandez, the junior, trying the extra point. A little bit of confusion. The referees are talking to him.
This could potentially stop the run. Oh no, it would just be 35.
35, yeah. We have the running clock would stay. Snap is good, hold is good, kick. It looks good from my angle. It did go through.
Good job by Gage Alford. Almost made a block on that.
So 48-13. The clock will stay running. The Raton on top 35. Back in 30 seconds from right now.
Hometown Properties in Raton offers a wide range of services. To wash your furry friend, their self-service dog wash. To wash your dirty vehicle, their automatic and self-serve car wash. Hometown Properties even offers self-storage for all your storage needs. And they even have space available in their mobile home park for your single-wide and RV trailers. Give them a call today at 719-330-4734. Hometown Properties, located at 1005 South 2nd Street and at 109 Grant Avenue in Raton.
Well, Raton on top, 35 points, 48-13. Set to kick off are the Bears. Back deep, Cale Walton, Luciano Castillo, who returned 2 tonight. 1 got called back. And I believe that's Shane Ashley, number 12, standing on the 20. This is, I'm not even going to say it. Cold night, 4:49 to go. Raton on top, 35 points. Kickoff return. Number 52 set for an onside here. Number 52, that is Braden Encinas, the freshman. He backed up like he wanted to try an onside. They look like they're all bunched up towards that one side over there. Elijah Kinney, number 18, kind of close up inside there. Cooper King, handsy over there as well, too. Little breezy. Ball is kicked that direction, bounces up. What a catch! That is number 74. Cooper King, number 10, fielding the ball like a baseball player right there. Not letting it get that bounce as it hit that 50-yard line. Great job, Cooper.
He did. He looked like a soccer goalie, didn't he? He just kind of scooped that thing up and dropped on it.
So Braylon Walton going to stay in there at quarterback. Colt Ione, the back in the backfield. 1st down and 10 from the 50-yard line for the Tigers. Clock is on the move. They got 4 minutes to go here in the 4th period. Both sides have all their timeouts. You wonder if Estancia tries to stop the clock here a couple times, or what they want to look at doing here. Walton, 2 receivers to his left, hands this ball off to Colt Ione running right. Colt Ione makes a move. Colt Ione saying, I'll see you right here, 50 yards. Colt Ione gone, touchdown. Number 3, Colt Ione. 1 play is all it takes to get those points back. Number 3 in a 50-yard strike.
Oh, you can't say enough good things about Colt Ione. And you want to talk about an upside. I mean, when he's a young player out there, breaking the tying the tackle record last week, is the number 4 tackler in the state in AA. Colt Ione. You want to talk about an upside? I mean, when he gets in the gym and starts eating iron, and he comes out here and starts adding a ton of strength to that athletic ability and leverage, again, and he knows how to leverage his body. He's a wrestler, brought wrestling to Raton, wrestling champion. Colt Ione, look out.
Here's number 10, Cooper King, the sophomore, to attempt an extra point. Jaden Padilla, left-hand kicker. He's got to change his feet there just a little bit. Number 1, Padilla takes a snap. Kick is good. Blocked. Number 7 gets the block. That was Leon Maxwell Pryson able to get in there. Or is that one? Josh Villaforte blocks that would-be Cooper King at extra point attempt. 54-13 is the score with 3:46 to go back in 30 seconds.
You don't like to, well, Jaden is limping.
MCMC is Miners Colfax Medical Center, and they provide our area with personalized care and comprehensive health services geared for all of our family's health and wellness needs. MCMC's primary care clinic offers specialty services from pediatrics to geriatrics. Inpatient care offers a healthcare team centered around the patient, and they have surgical services. They also have OB services. MCMC is Miners Colfax Medical Center.
Well, a host of young Tigers out on the field right now. Number 10, Cooper King, again doing most of the kicking tonight, has had a lot of reps. Raton scored 54 points. Here is King, sends this one high, going to be fielded at the 30. Oh, Raton football! Raton football! Just a miscommunication by the Bears. Number 23, I believe that was Daniel Hernandez, just missed. Number 21, I'm sorry, he popped up. Mateo Lucero, again, just a freshman mistake. Did not jump on that ball. It is live. And was that number...
I didn't see who slid right underneath his arms, but that was a fast and aggressive play.
If I saw the number, I thought it was number 9, Warren Berry. I could be wrong on that. We'll have to rewind the tape, but Raton, ball on the 30-yard line. So it'll be after that fumble recovery. Oh, they're going to give the ball to the Estancia.
No, I think they're just calling a timeout.
A timeout taken by Raton. So the offensive line out there lined up and nobody else with them. So it'll be timeout Raton with 2:50 to go back in 60 seconds from right now.
K-Bob. Keep that good food coming.
K-Bob Steakhouse in South Raton, serving those mouth-watering steaks, chicken fries, and delicious Mexican food. K-Bob's open 7 days a week with daily luncheon and dinner specials. K-Bob's can cater from their kitchen to your table, and they have their big banquet room ready for your special occasion. K-Bob's Salad Wagon has returned.
Keep that good food coming. Serving the food America loves.
K-Bob. We should score here. So out on the field right now, number 6, Justice Romero, Raton, using some of the younger guys, getting some of those older guys off the field a little bit here. Romero's going to take this snap, and ball on the turf, picked up. That's going to be going the other direction. Colt Ione's going to have to make a tackle on a fumble. A little bit of misdirection. Shane Ashley dropped the ball from the quarterback exchange on a little bit of trickery.
Just not a clean exchange, yeah, and that's not a play you work on a lot, and especially when in conditions, 30 degrees out there.
So they're going to return the ball all the way to the Tiger 40. It'll be first down and 10. Bears ball on the 40-yard line of Raton. Clock is continuing to move, though, so Raton on top 54-13. Raton checks in most of the JV players. Let's see if I can get some names. I see Alfonso Sanchez out there, number 20. That is Dyson Valdez. He's an 8th grader. Brought him up. Let's look out there. I see number 7. That's Mascarenas. Number 11, Gage Alfred out there. This is going to be Chavis rolling to his left. Fires. Caught. And in front of, what a tackle, number 60, number 60 is Avery Lopez making a stop. but not before a 15-yard pitch and run. Number 20, the ball carrier there.
Big shot by Avery Lopez. Again, talk about an upside. He's a hard worker.
Minute 22 to go in the fourth. Raton leads 54-13. Chavis lines up. Again, tight set here, foot-to-foot splits. Chavis hands this ball off. Number 1 going left. He is going to run out of bounds.
Right at the goal line.
Right at the goal line.
Or maybe the 1.
They're actually going to say about the 4. So he gets all the way down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, Estancia. First and goal for Estancia, 39 seconds.
Not sure how the point, again, Legacies are common. Legacy beat them by 28 points. So we need.
And Santa Rosa fight by 47. So.
But we beat Santa Rosa.
We beat
so
Santa Rosa.
We don't need that point differential, right? Legacy was who beat us. Nah, I'm not. My math skill. I was not a math major.
Snap is Chavis rolling to his right. Throws. No good. Great defense out there. I believe that was Barry in coverage on that far side. And that will be the ball game as the quarter ends. Raton on top, 54-13. Stay tuned to KRTN. We'll be back in 1 minute from right now. We'll recap the third and fourth quarters for us.
With pain and discomfort, our bodies automatically tell us when something isn't right.
Are we still on?
A lot of health problems can be caused by spinal misalignment, and McGowan Family Care Chiropractic can treat the problems including pain, stiffness, and numbness. Monty McGowan, Doctor of Chiropractic, is at 1800 Hospital Drive in Raton and also sees patients in Trinidad. Call 445-0222. That's 575-445-0222 for McGowan Family Care Chiropractic.
Well, here we are back in the jungle where Raton goes up on the Estancia Bears, 54-13. Third quarter action coming back to you. We have to start off with number 0 as Raton opened the half with a 13-second sprint from number 0, Luciano Castillo. Scored almost immediately. It took him a few seconds, but he broke one. Finally, we've been saying it all year long. He got one in the end zone. Luciano Castillo for a touchdown there. 4 plays later, we had a punt, and number 4, Cale Walton, decided to get in on the action again. 53 yards, number 4, Cale Walton, and a score. That score took us to 27-6 in the third period, 9:54 to go there. The Estancia Bears couldn't get a lot going. They had to punt a few times. And after their punt, Raton takes the play 4 plays. Then number 18, let me say it again, number 0, Luciano Castillo, from 53 yards out on a 4th and 3 pass from Braylon Walton. 53 yards on the screen with 5:04 to go in the third period. 4 plays later, another punt from Estancia, and then number 21, Harlem Coley, punches it in from 5 yards out after a 4-play drive where he was the heavy lifter there. He ran the entire drive, a little over 50 yards for Harlem Coley there. 7 plays later, Estancia gets into the action, as we cross over, number 21, Harlem Coley in the fourth period with 8:30 to go, picks up a fumble from Estancia and takes it back 58 yards for the Raton touchdown in the fourth period, 8:30 to go in the fourth. Estancia, again, just could not quite get any traction going until they had a 3-play drive late in the fourth period. Number 23 catches a 14-yard strike with 4:49 to go in the fourth period. Then in the fourth period, right after that, number 3, Colt Ione, goes in from 50 yards out on the ensuing onside kick, and Colt makes the score 54-13, where we ended up right there. Raton had 1 fumble kind of in the middle of that last drive right there, but the game ends. Raton on top, 54-13. As the district closes, that should put us number 2 in district, just behind Legacy Academy. And great job by these Tigers. We will stay tuned to KRT, and we'll let you know where we are at next week. It will be a home game if we have to play most likely.
It's a big deal. I mean, so I believe that the committee has to do the seeding by 10 o'clock tomorrow night, all the games that are played tomorrow. I believe it's 10 o'clock when they release the seed, the seed schedule for the tournament. And, it's awesome that these Tigers are guaranteed to have a seat at the table. We love that, but we're right on that 4 and 5 area. And it's a big difference. It's a big difference if you get seeded 4th or if you get 5th. If you get seeded 4th, you have a bye in the first round. Number 1 through 4 have a bye. And then 5, if we are seeded 5th, we will be playing next weekend, just this very next weekend. If we get seeded 4th, we will have a bye until the following weekend. So,
and they did change that rule, so the higher seed gets the home game. So we, being 5, would host a home game if it's 5. If it's 4, we would still host the next home game that following week after that. So lots of things to talk about.
Yep, we'll see. It'll be Saturday night. We'll know.
So stay tuned again. KRTN signing off. You get everybody get home safe. Estancia, drive home safe. Great job by those Bears tonight. Just didn't quite roll their way. Raton on top, 54-13. And we are going to leave the top of the jungle. Abe Elliott, E.J. Johnson, Marty Mayfield checking out. Have a good night.